Well, good morning and welcome to another Memphis Monday, Memphis Monday 144. Today we're going to build a carpenter's job box. You don't really see them on jobs a whole lot anymore, but you see them in antique stores and secondhand stores and all that stuff. There's quite a little tradition on them, and the way they're built is kind of unique, and we're going to try to be as traditional as we can, including putting the thing together with nails, hand-driven nails. So it's going to be pretty exciting. But first we've got to design it and find the material and all that stuff, and so we better knock off the chit-chat and get to work. This is a picture of what I'm shooting for. I found this in at an antique store, and it's got these slope sides. It's got a solid butt joint bottom of thicker material, and it's got this classic handle shape here with a hole and a dowel through here. Now you can find these things on the internet that are works of art with drawers and dovetail joints and little pockets and all kinds of stuff. But the ones I like are almost have a primitive look to them, except you can tell a real skilled craftsman put them together. But they were made out of, they appear to be made out of just scrap wood. We're not going to use these store-bought dowels. We're going to make our own. What we're going to make now first is the handle here, which is a dowel. The size of my dowel is going to be 1 3/8, which I selected because I have a Forstner bit that's that exact dimension. I'm trying to copy this look, and I have this perspective shot. I should have taken a picture of it from the side, but it looks a little squat right here. The bottom's attached right along there, so that'll have to be an angle. And trying to determine what this angle is, I've been experimenting here with all kinds of different angles. I think I've come up with this inner angle right here, I think is about right. Let's cut this template out and see what it looks like. To tell you the truth, I'm having trouble figuring out if I like this shape or not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and trace it out and go ahead and cut a couple of these ends out, and I think that's probably the only way I can assess it. I'm using the template now to center my holes. Remember the 1 3/8 hole we're going to put in there. Put that dowel in. I got it kind of set up here. This is the bottom board. I'm going to cut it to length. I'm going to put it on the inside. The only tricky part is I got to match these angles at the ends here. I got to slope those in. Let's cut it to length right now. I'll see if this thing fits in there. Okay, let's put that angle cut on this piece of wood. This is the angle that our sides are cut at. So our bottom board has to have that angle duplicated along the side, so the side piece will follow the bottom of the box. I don't know what that angle is. It doesn't matter. I'm just copying it directly off the piece. Here you can see how this bottom fits in there, and we'll be putting nails right in the end here. Well, I got it all propped up here. I'm trying to figure out if it looks okay before I finish it. Yeah, I said I had never made one of these things before, but one of these Carpenter's toolboxes, but I guess I kind of did. Years ago, I made this one. I made it out of some sheet metal. I folded up and put a little handle on it. I don't think they put glue on these things traditionally, but I'm not the carpenter they were. I'm not a carpenter at all. I'm actually kind of showing off the nails in this project, so I'm going to use these big old roofing nails to hold the sides on. There's our nail job, our big old nails all the way around. I'll do the other side. Now by rights I should have put a bevel across this side piece here. Let me zoom in. You can see how this side piece is proud of the bottom. I didn't put that bevel in there because it would be easy enough just to sand this flat once the bottom was installed. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, now I can just take that little lip off of the sander, and while I'm at it, I can round over some of the other edges. Not a lot. I don't want to make it pretty, but just to make it more practical. No glue or screws on the handle either. Instead, I'm going to put nails in there to keep the handle in place. Finishing it in a color called English chestnut. It's dark, but it looks darker now than it's going to, because once I put the stain on, I'll let it soak in for just a little bit, and then I'll wipe the excess off. I'll take some of that excess off the inside. Now you can see that's not quite as dark after I wipe it down. Now let me go ahead and finish staining it. There it is, our Carpenter's toolbox. We made the old-timey version to the degree that was practical. We didn't use any screws. Did cheat a little bit. I used some glue, but we put it together with nails. I'll be once the stain dries, I will give it a coat of several coats of linseed oil. Well, that does it for another Memphis Monday. Memphis Monday 144, making a Carpenter's old-timey wooden toolbox. We put together with nails. We did cheat a little and put glue on it. I don't know if they put glue on them or not, but we did. Mr. Hatchet here, Mr. Axe, didn't want to be in the toolbox. He did it because I think he was a little upset that he didn't want to be in there with all those other tools. He's an elitist. All right, so I guess we got some takeaways here on Memphis Monday 144. But what you got to do now is look forward to what? That's right. Make sure you're back here next week for another exciting Memphis Monday. Thanks for playing along.